On today's episode, we are talking about the one social media tool I highly regret not getting earlier. It's one thing to work hard, but working smart is just as important, if not a lot more important in business. And this is one of those tools that now that I have it, looking back, I feel like a lot of work I did was actually really not smart work, and I could have grown a lot faster had I had it. Not just on Instagram, but my YouTube especially. This would have been a very valuable tool to get a lot earlier. The type of tool that I'm about to explain to you guys, and if you're watching on YouTube, you're going to watch me do a little tutorial of it as well, is a content research tool. And the most popular ones out there have been answerthepublic.com, Google Trends, or just using Google and YouTube autocomplete just to look for some common search terms in your market. And people will do this, especially agencies, when they take on a new client. They'll say, all right, let me do some research in your industry and try to figure out what people are researching. They go to answerthepublic.com. And this is just a really bad resource at this point. I used to think it was really great for figuring out a lot of the popular searches. If you haven't been on there for a while, if you go to answerthepublic.com and type in something like social media marketing, is something I might type in, and just see some of the topics around it, it'll be a lot of stuff like, is social media marketing bad? Why social media marketing? Like a lot of terms that are like, that's not really what I need to create content on. It doesn't really tell you what you should put out more of on Instagram. And the reason why I regret not getting this tool earlier, or at least the paid version of this tool, is because you want to have some kind of content research tool that tells you the exact search volume of all the different phrases in your market. This is extremely important because a lot of times our guess as to what people are typing in and exactly how they're typing it are off. And it can be astronomically off sometimes. We may be putting in a key term that is 1/10 the views of another way that we could word something, and we would never know unless we were getting this actual data. So if you're watching with me on YouTube, you're going to watch me use this tool called Keywords Everywhere in YouTube. If not, I'm just going to give you the numbers so you can still follow along with me just fine if you're listening on the podcast. But I'm going to be giving you guys a test to see if you can guess which of these search phrases has more search volume. So let's see if you can get some of these right. The first two phrases we're going to be comparing are the terms social media manager and social media agency. Between social media manager and social media agency, which one do you think people type online more often? And I'll tell you what I thought it was social media agency. And recently I came out with an episode that has social media agency in the title. When you look at the two, you can see that social media agency has 14,800 searches per month and social media manager has 135,000 searches per month. So it's nearly 10 times the search volume. And my guess was that social media agency had more. So this is just an example of, if I didn't have this hard data to see this, then I was going to title my video in a way that gave it the chance to get 1/10 the impressions as something else. And this pertains to Instagram content as well, not just for YouTube, but seeing what people are actually searching for so that you can make content along those lines on Instagram. Now, this is a YouTube tool, not like a Google tool for SEO, but you could use something for Google just as well. But I think the YouTube searches are a little bit more accurate for those of us that are creating video content on not just YouTube, but Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. These searches are going to be more in line with the search volume that people would be wanting to see from videos than it would be with the search volume we'd see on Google, which is people looking for articles. So I prefer to use Keywords Everywhere, even just for figuring out topics that would be good to cover on Instagram. So that's the first one. Second one, which one of these do you think has more search volume on it? Yoga at home or yoga for weight loss? Yoga at home or yoga for weight loss? Let's see. We got yoga at home to start. That one has 8,100 searches a month. And if you said yoga for weight loss, you were correct because that one is 49,500. So it's nearly 5 times as much, or actually 6 times as much. And I just wanted to use that as an example because that's another one that I would have got wrong too. I thought with COVID that yoga at home would be exactly what I should be covering. But again, you can just base it off of what are people searching for and take out the guesswork. Now, the reason why Keywords Everywhere, the pro version, the one that actually costs a little bit of money, which it costs $10 for 100,000 searches, so it's hard to even make a dent in it. When you don't have the paid version, the free version gives you all of the same data without the exact search volume. So if I were, for those of you watching on YouTube, when I go into the video, Keywords Everywhere gives me this extra data on the right side here, which essentially just tracks how competitive this listing is or how competitive this keyword is. So it'll tell me of some of the keywords that they're using, their optimization score, the views per day they're getting, total channel views, a bunch of other stats about the video or the stats that happen on these search pages, but it doesn't give me the exact search volume of each of the phrases. And without the exact search volume, you don't really know anything. So I tried to do it with just like the light version for years, and then I realized I am guessing totally wrong because these metrics here, see when I type in even this word Keywords Everywhere, with just the name of the program, it comes up with Keywords Everywhere has 49,500 views per month, and then Keywords Everywhere tutorial has 20 views per month or 20 searches per month. And I would just never guess that it's such a humongous difference. 20 searches per month on Keywords Everywhere tutorial versus 49,500 per month on just Keywords Everywhere. So there's just a lot of things like that where if I didn't have this data when I was just using the free version, I would have seen, ooh, Keywords Everywhere tutorial. I'll just title my video that because it's like the first suggestion here. But just because it's in the YouTube autocomplete or Google autocomplete really doesn't mean that it has a lot of search volume. And that's what I really learned when I finally got the paid version, is just because it's on autocomplete doesn't mean it has a lot of search volume. Let's move on to the next phrase. So if you wanted to get more followers on Instagram, would you go on YouTube and type in get followers on Instagram or get Instagram followers? So you're going on YouTube, you want more followers. Would you type in get Instagram followers or get followers on Instagram? Which one of those would you type? Let's start with get Instagram followers. That one has 69,000 searches per month. Or get followers on Instagram has 219,000 per month. And this is another one that I would have got wrong because get Instagram followers, the 3-word version of it, usually just the shorter versions have more search traffic, but get followers on Instagram has about 4 times the search volume of get Instagram followers. So if I come out with a new video on that topic and I title it get followers on Instagram, it's not going to have a chance to do nearly as well as get Instagram followers. Of course, I'm not taking into consideration the competition that exists on these, but a lot of times just going for the one that actually has the search volume on it is the best way to go. So let's check another one. Would you type in posting on LinkedIn or LinkedIn posting? Would you type in posting on LinkedIn or LinkedIn posting? So we got posting on LinkedIn. That has 52 searches per month on posting on LinkedIn. Despite get followers on Instagram being the winner before, LinkedIn posting has 12,100 searches per month versus posting on LinkedIn has 52 searches per month. So you can see why having this data is so essential. If you're doing on YouTube, of course, I know I'm making an example much more for YouTube, but if I was just looking for a general topic to cover on Instagram, I could just type in the word Instagram, and then I could see that Instagram ads has 60,000, Instagram shop has 22,000, and Instagram Reels has 165,000 searches on it last month. Instagram giveaway has 22,000, Instagram theme page has 1,300, or Instagram story ideas has 74,000. I could just go through this list and say, all right, looks like Instagram story ideas and Instagram Reels are the top 2 topics of interest right now, and then just create content that way. But it's based on hard data, not just autocomplete or answer the public telling you these are popular search terms and then you just picking them, because it's giving me all these popular search terms right here, but the one with the lowest views or the lowest searches per month is 880 versus the highest one has 450,000 per month, which is the key phrase Instagram followers. So just knowing these key phrases is so important. I'm going to give you one last example. And what I'd like to do is start by asking you, between these 2 topics, you're a business owner, right? Which one would you really rather have from Instagram? Is it more about growing followers on Instagram, or is it to get sales? Are you just getting followers so that you can eventually get sales, and you want sales because that's how it's going to make Instagram worth it to you? Most business owners would tell me, hey, if I don't have 100,000 followers, but I'm getting 100,000 sales, I'd rather have that. So yeah, I'll take the sales. I'll take the sales over the followers. And what I like to show you is, despite the average person still understanding that they'd rather have sales rather than followers, when I type in how to get sales on Instagram, the search volume is 170 per month. When I type in how to get followers on Instagram, the search volume is 110,000 per month. Okay, let me say that again. How to get sales, 107. Not 107,000, 107 searches per month. How to get followers on Instagram, 110,000 searches per month. And if I were to have a survey on my Instagram story feed, I know damn well that if I asked, would you guys rather make $100,000 in sales and have a small following, or have 100,000 followers and make a little bit of sales, that everyone would say I'd take the sales. And even though a survey would point me in that direction, the hard data on what people are actually typing in is conclusive. And that's why this is so much better to go off of, and you need this kind of hard data, because even surveying your audience could give you very misleading information as to what you should be titling things. So if you're running a podcast, you should be doing this. If you haven't, Instagram, like all of you do, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube especially, you need some kind of tool that tells you exact hard data like this. And I like keywords everywhere just because I want to search on YouTube for the search volume, because these are videos, and all the platforms that I just listed we are creating videos for, so it's going to be a lot more in line than the search volume of Google, which is people looking for written articles. So guys, if you are interested in getting this tool, I do have an affiliate link for it if you'd like to support the show. That is in the description. Much appreciated if you choose to do so. But like I said, it's $10 for 100,000 searches. It will maybe even take you an entire year before you burn up that $10, and the free version doesn't tell you the exact search volume. So I'd just be looking at social media agency and social media manager right next to each other in autocomplete, not knowing that social media manager is typed in at 10 times the rate of agency. And a lot of the times your guesses are wrong, but if you get these guesses wrong, then you can work a lot harder than you need to get a lot better results, just simply knowing what people are actually typing in. So go grab that, and happy searching. Hopefully this makes content creation a lot easier for you, and you can more confidently do it because you can see the hard metrics on just how many people are interested in those topics. See you next time.